Okay, so already did an unboxing video for this MCARBO stainless steel magazine for the PMR30, and I was opening up. I've got a couple of the 30 round magazines for the PMR, and I was opening up to air out the springs, and I don't know if it's a good idea to do that or not, but I just, as habit, was told to do it decades ago when I got off the horse-drawn carriage. So, talking about some of the differences that I noted when I started to air them out, so I figured I'd air this one out too. Just take a look. So, the hardened feed ramp, you could see the difference. This is a hardened plastic here, and the shape's a little bit different. You can see that, and maybe this plastic is harder than this one. So I guess that's supposed to help with the wear resistance of this. Then also, the base plate is textured, and you can see the other video. It is definitely, it sits down further, so it's easier to grip to get out, so you don't have to add one of those. I forget, Marvell or somebody makes one, so you can get it out. But I don't have much problem, but this sits very flush. This one, and I'll create, you can see it's taller, and I'll get it to you from a different angle so you can see that also, that this one's definitely taller than this, but it caused it to sit down a little further, and because it's sitting down a little further, it's easier to get here, so you don't have to do any of those base plate additions. And it says it's got 30 round capacity, and it's nice because you can see it on the side, which is nice. The website says 31, but it's 30. I mean, I've emailed the company and asked them, and they say it's 30, but they haven't corrected the website. It's not 31, so it's 30. Let's see, you could probably squeeze 31 in there, but maybe you could squeeze 31 in here too. But this is definitely easier to see where you are, both sides too, which is nice. But when you look at it, you know, you still get this little gap here, which seems strange. And this, you get a flush design. And I hadn't aired it out before let's do it from this side. This one's much easier to get off. And if you're not careful, this will shoot out. So it is kind of interesting that, and it's going to be interesting. I'm going to see which spring size, the difference in spring size. These are the grips that's holding it on there. And in here, you can see it. There's like a place for that to grip onto, and there's a little underbody, a little rail there for that to grip onto. So when it goes back on, it's pretty easy to get back on, but it comes off really easily. Now, with the KEL-TEC one, it's a little bit harder to get off, okay? It's not, doesn't just jump out at you like that other one. And you always have to be careful because this will jump out at you. And then when it comes out, you know, you could look at the spring length and see it's a little bit longer, slightly longer spring. Other than that, it looks like it's the same size. Now when you look over here, when the KEL-TEC one goes on here, if I put this back on here, I'm going to have to push to get it off. It's pretty tight the way it's holding on there, because I think one big difference is it's gripping all the way through. That little rail there is going all the way through. to hold on to there. And it's connecting with like male-female with this. And coming all the way through. See that right there? Now if I push that on far enough, it won't be that easy to get it off. I'll still have to use the same amount of energy to get it off. Whereas with the MCARBO one, I mean, you see, it's just a difference. But when the pressure comes in, that kind of takes away from it, which is interesting. And then to get it back on, the KEL-TEC one, okay, it's got the rail already in there and it's just sliding into the rail. So I know it's on there. It's not coming off. Or it shouldn't come off. If it's on correctly, it shouldn't come out. It shouldn't pop out. So that should be pretty sturdy. With the MCARBO, make sure, feed goes in there. It's a little different getting it on there. Let's come back here. Use my cable. There we go. And then, okay, but if I wanted to take it off, I could pretty easily just get that down and get it out. It's just much easier. See, it comes off right from the front because it doesn't have the rail going all the way through. It's just on that one side. So I don't know. I think it might be sturdier if it had it going all the way through. So that's interesting. And you know, this is a self-defense weapon for me. And I've already get lots of questions about using a rim fire versus center fire. But got to be ready for Armageddon because you don't know what's coming. So I'll give you a quick towards the end with the height differences from a different angle, and hopefully that helps you. Like and subscribe. These lined up on a flat surface, and you can see one is taller than the other. And then let's move it up a little bit. So you see the base right there. Difference in the base plate also in thickness. That supposedly helps you to grab it a little further. This one's all the way up flush when it's in the firearm. And then let's take a look at the other angle. You can see the height difference clearly there. Okay, so I'm gonna post a video once I'm getting some stuff done to the KEL-TEC, and then I'll post a video at the range in a couple weeks too.